Hi, this is Janine Miller, and you are watching Pieces of Victory. Today we have on our show Amanda Householder. She's a survivor of child abuse in a lockdown residential program called Circle of Hope Girls Ranch. It is open today and located in Missouri.
3, 4 times he would make her do laps around the property until she was really dizzy and wanting to pass out. And then when she came inside, one of the only things he allowed her to eat was peanut butter with raw oatmeal on it. Another girl got put on that same thing together because they were a little overweight. When I was little, this was when my sister, before she passed away, she had taken me out. I don't know where my mom and dad were, but she had taken me outside to play, and she put me in a pair of jeans. And because I was riding a bike, she was wanting me to ride a bicycle, teaching me how to ride it. When we got home, my dad, I ended up getting beaten for it. He was forced to eat 2 big bowls full of candy, and he ended up barfing. And my dad forced her to eat so much candy to the point that she ended up barfing, and then he forced her to eat that barf on she ended up barfing into her oatmeal, and then he ended up forcing her to eat that oatmeal in front of all of us.
They did that to the 5-year-old girl too?
She ended up picking her olives off of her pizza, and because she didn't like, I mean, what little kid likes olives? I loved olives, but she didn't like
How did
olives.
you take your olives off the pizza? I'm almost afraid to hear what happened next.
They just forced her to eat a whole bowl of olives until she puked, and then they forced her to eat that.
We don't even have that in our prison system.
A lot of the boys leave Agape, and then they're like, dude, prison's way better than Agape. And I'm like,
I can see that.
Rachael Kellso, because of her disability, she gets picked on a lot by those girls. When I was there, I remember even seeing like the higher up shirts. She was in push-up position for hours all the time. They would go do like work crew, and she would be outside in horse poop in push-up position, just sitting there while they're walking up and down. And then if they moved to a place that she wasn't, like, she had to get up and walk and move with them and then get right back in push-up position. So it was like an all-day thing.
Can you imagine being in this camp for the rest of your life with no escape just because you're special need? And with COVID-19, prisoners are let go, and yet,
Oh yeah.
do you know what's going on with Circle of Hope? Are they letting girls out? These are girls that didn't even commit a crime.
It's just this little closet-sized room upstairs, into a padded dark room that they're going to lock kids into.
Oh my God.
And a couple of months later, I got a message from a girl, and she's all like, I was locked in that room for 3 days. I wasn't allowed to use the restroom, and I was going to poop and pee on herself.
God. That's awful.
I talked to, she said that we needed to take it to the media because she's been on this case for 11 years now.
11 years.
Do you want to hear the worst part? We had this one girl who she was a lesbian, and we I think we're hearing about her for about a week before she got there, and we were briefed on if she was to look at us for more than 10 seconds, we were to take her down. And one of the girls were supposed to go get my dad, and we were supposed to push as hard as we can on her pressure points until my dad got there. And then my dad would take over and put all of his weight on her head.
Was she supposed to jump down all the time? Because
I was in the bathroom one day, and I can't remember if he beat me with the horse crop or if it was the golf stick, but I just remember grabbing the bottle and just taking all of my pills, because at this time my mom was letting me take the pills daily by myself. I was yelled at for being a whore. I was called a sinner, an evil person. I was going to hell. I was good for nothing. I was in the fireside. It would get so loud that I would try to leave my body. There was one girl who was being molested by my younger brother. She said she wrote it all out, and she didn't want to read it in front of everyone, and they forced her to. And so she's reading it, and she's in tears, and she's crying, and she said my dad jumped up and got in her face and was yelling at her, telling her she can't say that stuff, and made all the other girls leave. And then when all the other girls left, they forced her to sign a paper saying that she lied. My mom took the girls, not even slowly weaning them off, would take them off of their birth control, their bipolar medicine, any kind of medicine they had, and would give them vitamin C instead.
And because she wasn't supervising properly because the girl tried to kill herself, now she's taking the she's a 13-year-old child.
When I was there, there was a girl who was put on suicidal watch, and my dad handed her the it wasn't a knife, it was a really sharp envelope opener, and he's like, "You are a pussy, you don't have the guts," and like put it to her throat and told her to do it.
Yes, sir.
I mean it. Knock her out.
Yes, sir.
And that goes for any of the rest of you. If she clenches her fist like she's going to hit you, that's a threat. Knock her out.
Yes, sir.
You got that, Ashlyn?
Yes, sir.
And are you?
It's not about religion. It's not about singling out a certain religion. It's just about stopping child abuse. I am Janine Miller, and this is Pieces of Victory.